this pandemic has kind of forced people to stop relying on systems and start relying on themselves. Who are you when you're not working for someone? You feel me? Who are you when you got 24 hours in a day, 12 hours of daylight? What are you doing with that time?
I'm staying at my friend's house during quarantine, and I brought my skateboard. I've been skateboarding for about 2 years. I've always wanted to learn tricks, and the base of all tricks is to do an ollie. I haven't been able to do one, so why not just start learning now? I try to practice every day for at least a couple minutes. It usually ranges from like 5 minutes to 20 or 30 minutes. I do try to video myself every day or almost every day, so I'll take at least 2 videos. The first one's gonna be a regular video with my phone, and then the second one I try to do a slow-mo video, and then after each time I go back and I try to like analyze myself, like I can do better, what I'm doing wrong. My general goal is to get better at skateboarding. After I ollie, I want to practice my kick turns, and then after that I want to try some other tricks, but I want to be good enough to go to a park and like also be not self-conscious enough to go and ride amongst other people. Finding something that's physical activity is, first of all, like good exercise, get that dopamine, and it also makes me feel productive, which is just really good. Like there's so many skills that me and I'm sure a bunch of other people have been piling up and wanting to learn, and now is a pretty good time to like take use of this time, like find something good to do even though there's so much chaos happening.
There's panic, and if I can help and bring a calm to the storm, that's what I would like to do. So we've been 3D printing masks and collecting donations of fabric and rubber bands to make cloth masks for the nurses at Greenwich Hospital. This is made from ABS. ABS is a material that's kind of like Lego. So what I do is, once they print it, they print upward. It's all messy. I need to use a cutting tool, and I cut all the excess, off. What I can also do is I have my sanding paper. The way it prints, it melts it in. So it's all yucky, I guess, inside. And they're putting this on their faces. So I like to sand it down as much as I can so it's pretty soft. So now I put this on like so, and voila, almost done. I put on my gloves. I take the gauze, I open it up, I put it in like so, and I press it down like this. Then I take the filter and I push that in, right? And then I take this, I lock it in as best I can, like so. So it's all set to be donated. 3D masks take about 4 to 5 hours to print. So we try to print them every 4 to 5 hours. And then while they're printing, I make the fabric mask. We have the fabric, we've cut them into squares. And what I use a sterile gauze to affix it to the fabric. I fold it like a fan on both sides so that it can open up over the nose and mouth and chin area. I affix rubber bands, and I use hot glue. This has improved my mental health. Just to bring the donations to the hospital puts a smile on their faces as well as mine.
During this time, to help myself and others, I have been baking different things and cooking a lot. I finally have the opportunity to, with the amount of time that I have on my hands and my own kitchen rather than living in a dorm. I've also been delivering my products that I've been making to my grandparents, my cousins, some neighbors. Baking bread entails measuring out all the ingredients beforehand, letting the yeast activate for about 10 minutes, kneading the dough for about 10 minutes, letting the dough rise for an hour and a half, and then I will break the dough down into 2 loaves, and then I braid the bread and I let it rise for another hour and a half, and then I bake it for about 30 minutes. Without finding something fun to do or exciting to do for me, I might just lay in bed all day and not better myself in any way, and that's not the type of way that I want to spend having so much free time. My goal is to just be better at baking different things, making different things, become a better chef. So when I do move out, I do have that skill set of making my own food and having it be good, because now's the time to mess up.
My name is Red Amavi. I started hotupesque.com. I launched it. We have the website, we have the Instagram, and then we have the mood board. The website is ever flowing. I'm uploading things as I go. The Instagram is more of a schedule. So what I've been doing is posting every weekend. And then the mood board is just a collection of photographs of Black culture and Black people. During college, I was more focused on activism than I was on my creativity. But now I'm putting my activism into my creativity. I'm also using this platform to kind of bridge the accessibility gap between Black communities in higher education, because I did go to school for Africana studies. The courses that I did take provided me language to further access research that has already been done on Black culture and Black life. That's the purpose right now during this time, is to get people ready, to wake people up, but I'm not pouring into a community without pouring into myself. Because I'm pouring into myself, my community is fed.
I've been reading a lot, and I have been writing plays as much as I can. I used to write a lot in middle school. When I came to New York, and I was with all these really fantastic creative minds, I felt like I was like, maybe that's something I can pick up again. And so there was just one night where I was like, I can't sleep. I don't have anything to do. I'm going to stay up late and I'm going to write the first draft of this play. And I did. And I've been working on it since. I finished editing a 10-minute play that I wrote, and now I'm starting to write a musical. I am writing for myself, and I'm trying to take in as much information that I can from books that I read, rather than create entertainment for others. But I've also been reading a lot of theory, because with everything that's going on, pandemic-wise, I've gotten to this mindset of I need to be making a change somehow. I read a lot of essays by Jerry Farber, who is an anti-establishment education reformer, to try to gather as much information as I can and then take that information and put it into what I'm writing. I just jot down as many dumb ideas for plays that I have, and just hopefully something will have enough meat on its bones to be able to put it onto paper. And it probably won't be good, but it's something to start from. Being able to write, even if it's not about me, and just writing different characters, has really been able to let me check in with what's important to me right now. And that's something that's really important. No one really knows what's going on, and no one really knows when this is gonna end. So having those things to make ourselves feel a little bit happier, a little bit more optimistic, I think is really important.
My name is Amanda Johnson. I have 3 children. My oldest is in 2nd grade, my middle child is in kindergarten, and my youngest is in daycare still. Before this quarantine started, I was their personal chauffeur, taking them to all of their activities, school, etc. Since this quarantine has started, I have become their personal secretary. I have to set them up for their Zoom meetings for school, print out all of their papers for school, make sure all of their assignments are handed in, and plus keep them entertained. On a day-to-day basis, I'm with them 24/7, 7 days a week. I do suggest for those struggling with it, just keep in mind, one day at a time, and there will be an end to this.
Simply relax.
Honor yourself by listening to your body.
Find something that is catered to what really interests you.
Write down what you want to do, so when you do find the motivation, you can go back to your list and do it.
You can't operate on an empty battery. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. Until you're full, don't worry about anything else.
You don't have to write the next King Lear. You don't have to be the next great playwright or the next great artist. Just do something that you love and appreciate that you love it.